AC on. Not warm enough this morning on the wrong aisle. It's been a long time since I've been down this way. Just got through doing my dealing with a guy and picked me up the tires that I had scheduled to pick up today. Really nice threads. These things, what it is, he says he works on a lot of these type of cars, which is really great. I know where to get the parts. He said if I need anything, I'd just let him know. But what he do is go out there and he grab the spares out of them. So basically what I got is the spare tires that's out of them. They're all 16s. Fantastic threads. So I'm going to be putting all of them on here later on this evening. The Evoque canister, no, he was showing me that that thing has fell back down on my rear tire, so it's starting to cut a little groove in the back tire. Not enough to hurt anything right now, but I definitely got to figure out how to get that pushed up and then out of the way. I hate to remove it because it may mess with some of the airlines and stuff that's on there, and may make another code go off, although I got one right now, and it may be because of that, come to think of it. But either way, I got the 4 tires. $129, you can't beat that. He said he's mainly just trying to get them out of the way. And these things are, like I said, these are really great shape. And this light has already turned red. I don't like this location. I don't have nothing wrong with the place I'm at. It's the traffic for one thing, and X's for another. There's a few that live in this area, and I don't particularly want to see none of them. So, yeah, I'm checking some stuff out this morning. Trying to decide where I was going to eat, waiting on the guy to text me, and I really wasn't that hungry, so I was waiting around, and he finally texted me. So we scheduled where to go. I told him it'd take me about 40 minutes to get there, and I got there in less than 15. I was thinking, I swear it took longer than that, but then again, I did get really lucky in the red lights. But the best thing about it is now, I got spare tires. So if I have a problem, I'll at least be able to have a tire put on there. So I'm going to put these on, pick the best one out of the 4 that's currently on here, and put it back there where the spare tire is supposed to be. And I may take one other one and put it in there, another section, and then I'm thinking about taking the other 2 to my storage unit and just put them in there where they'll be out of the way. Then hopefully I can get started back working on the wiring on the C10. I haven't sent off a PCM. I plan on doing that this morning, but I'm still trying to figure out the best way to package it. If you hear anything squeaking, that is styrofoam in the back seat. That was from my stud welder. I left it in here to keep the seats from getting dirty. These tires are pretty clean, so I don't have to worry about them getting dirty. I actually got 3 in the back seat and 1 in the trunk. Yeah, I'm going to get that styrofoam out and throw it away. Don't need that piece anymore. And yeah, I want to get the wiring done on the truck. My plugs have been shipped out. The only thing that hasn't been shipped out so far is my intake gasket. And it's supposed to be here the 3rd. So I don't know why it was taking long. It could be one of those where it's 3 days after you pay it before they shipped it. I didn't look at that part. As long as it's here on time, that's good. I do have another, it's not anything that goes to the car, but another app that I got. Item supposed to came in yesterday, and as it came in, I was looking at the location. It should come today. Like I said, it has nothing to do with any of my vehicles. It's just something I won off of one of those fast, quick auction sites, Top Adder. And it's a decent app. You can get stuff at a really, really, really great price. You gotta know what you're doing, looking for. And I mean, these are, I think it's 60-second auctions or something like that. So it goes by really, really fast. And I see them sell stuff dirt cheap. But everything seems to come from China. I don't have no problem buying stuff from China. A lot of my stuff I've purchased has come from China or internationally anyway. Except for the parts I've been buying here lately, I've been making sure I've been buying them from the United States. Ooh, someone just had a wreck, and apparently, well, there's a lawnmower that's obviously been involved in the wreck, and I'm assuming, now I did see a truck earlier that had that same type of lawnmower on the back of a trailer. But that was as I was coming down, so I don't know if the guy was coming back up. I didn't see where the truck and trailer was, so I don't know what it is, but right there across the street is where they sell similar lawn equipment. Surely it didn't roll down the hill and then a car hit it. But it was like it tore up a couple of cars pretty bad. And that lawnmower is pretty bad shape too. Brand spanking new. It's gonna cost somebody somewhere. I don't know who's gonna be responsible. Ooh, that is a sharp El Camino that just went by. Wish I could have had that on video to show y'all. That was really sharp. But yeah, anyway, the parts that I've been buying, I've been purchasing from dealers from the United States, so I can get the items quicker. So I mean, sometimes you get them for the same price. I always, if I look at it, if I need it quicker, I'll check and see who's more local besides the best price. Sometimes now you can get the same price local as you do international. Now if it's something I'm in a big hurry about, then the international ones is cheaper, and it's when you go international, make sure you look at their rating and see how they are about shipping and stuff. The higher, better rating they got, then the better chance you have of dealing with those individuals. Or a lot of them are actually not individuals. A lot of them that I've been dealing with is actual companies. And I have bought stuff locally off of these websites. Out of the local, and I mean local in my area, parts stores and stuff, that is a tenth of what they're selling them in the store, and I get them out of eBay for that. And some of those is pay here now. And I get shipped and then find out, hey, this is what was in the store. Check it out, and maybe it's in that store or the warehouse that's connected to that store. So So it's amazing how you can get stuff for a cheaper price, which I do know how that works. Warehouses, you got build up. There's several different ways they can sell stuff at a cheaper price, because when you buy them in bigger bolts, you can get better prices. Even if it's an individual, if you buy it from places. That's another thing. If it's something that's I can get cheaper buying it in big bolts, and something I know I'm going to be using quite a bit of, even if it's years and years from now and it'll last, then I will purchase it that way. I mean, like, well, I'm going to go ahead and use my cool packs as an example that I need to order, which individually, most places I've seen is anywhere between $45 to $75, and that depends on the brand that you get, and some of it does have to do with the location. In used, I've seen that they sell anywhere between $15 to $25, which still seems like a lot of money to drink. I need 4 of them. Now I have felt I used one that's got the whole, excuse me, ear started itching. It's got the 4 coil packs on the hold down with the wiring harness. They're wanting $45 for it. I haven't purchased it yet. I need to. I don't need the hold down bracket or the harness, but it's going to be good to have it. And from everything that I've checked so far, that is going to be my cheapest route. I got, I think 2 of them around that same price. I was just, one looks better than the other. I was looking at other stuff because I was looking for the AN6 fittings. One that hooks up to the fuel line, and I can't never remember the part number. I gotta watch, trying to think of the YouTuber's name right now. I can't. He is working on a 1980 K5 Blazer though. He has the fuel lines, the connectors that I want to use, and so he's got the part number, and I need to write that down. The only thing about it is I'm using the fuel filter that'll work for the 97 up, and it matches it even on the 2002 Chevy 1500s, which is what the engine's all of. I'm trying to find the connectors I need for the A1 fittings for it. Been a little bit more harder because I ain't found anybody that's using them with that type of adapters. So I may end up having to get still lines, go from them, and then adapt from there. I got to figure out my options on that one. The main thing I'm trying to do is fix it to where I can hook up the gas tank I presently got until I can get to the gas tank I need to get. I don't know when I'll be able to afford that since they cut all our overtime out. What I may do is one payday double up on stuff where the next payday I don't have no bills and I'll be able to afford it that way. I'll have to figure out how I can arrange it. I'll figure something out. If I can find a used set off of a decent one that's in decent shape, and I can go ahead and do it that way. Just the local one that I'd be going to be closing in a little over an hour, and I don't have no tools with me, and I'm loaded down with tires. So gotta figure it out, and they may or may not have anything that I need. I gotta look and see. This red light takes forever. There we go. I still haven't figured out when I want to put my tires on. I'm really happy, even though these are 16s, the profiles look like they're going to match the same height of what I actually have on here. I didn't want a tire that's going to be too big where I'm going to have to modify the suspension, because right now just don't have the income to do it until I get my truck going. I got to get that. That's the main focus, is getting the truck up and running so I can have downtime for this car. Because I mean, I need to still bend, straighten out, and cut out a lot of metal that got bent in the back. And I've been thinking about modifying it to a better look, and maybe even to go with a different kind of bumper that would actually go on this truck, or this car. Taking my truck again. When I get the truck up and going and I get the car fixed, then I am planning on building a custom bumper for that. So I have other plans up and up in the well, in my head, what I want to do. I can't think of what I want to do because it's not up in the world woodworks yet. It's just a thought, idea. Basically, similar to what one other YouTuber I've seen make. He says that you can use his design if you want, so it's not stealing, but I am changing the design some. One of the designs, though, that I do know I need to do is decide what kind of fog lights I want to add to it. I want to have thinking about doing two different kinds. One would be driving lights, and the other would be fog lights. So if I'm out in woods or something, hunting, fishing, camping, or going down dark trails, I'll be able to see. The other would be driving just to help with the light, and as driving I'd fix it the way you'd have it up factory, where it'd be on and dim, and then it would shut off when you go bright. I can fix it where it stay bright on both, but it'd be pointless to use that extra voltage on the light that you wouldn't need that voltage. But I will check things out. I may decide to go build it up a different way. See what other comments and stuff on how they think do it. One other thing, though, I am going to do is I want to build a custom rear bumper that will be a similar way, and also have lights on the back of it. That way, if I'm in the dark area, I can flip a switch and use it as an extra bright backup light. It's nothing that you'd want to wire up to your actual switch and use it as a regular backup light. This will blind any cars that's around. And it's great if you need to do any work in behind the truck. I can pull it up so I can be able to see it. And I want to put some connectors to where I can put extended spotlights so I can bring it around. But that will be at a very, very later date. I don't know when. Probably none this year. Hopefully, if I can get everything straightened out, maybe next year. I have checked my GoPro. I was like, well, I haven't charged this in about a week. I better check the battery. And so I was checking it out this morning, and lo and behold, the whole thing is fully charged. So I don't have to worry about charging it. I got my lights. Blinker's still on. Alright, get over and look at this. The car is far enough back, I can do that. need to go eat, and since I haven't had breakfast, and I'm trying to decide if I want to go ahead and go home, either drop these tires off or go ahead and bring it home and put these tires on. Speaking of well, wheels and tires. But speaking of wheels and tires, I have noticed when I had to stop by the store so I could go to the ATM to get the rest of the money I needed to be able to pay the guy for the wheels and tires, and noticed that one of my center caps is missing. Now, it hasn't been but 2 days since I've had these tires put on, so I don't know if the guy forgot to pop it back on, or if sometime after I left it fell off. It doesn't really matter now because I'm going to be using these other wheels that don't have the center caps. These were, well, like he said, they were spare tires, so I can put hubcaps on them or just leave them like they are. And I got to remember to keep his information, because I have looked at his Facebook page, and he does have several other Jetta parts for sale. So the good thing about it is Jetta parts work on the Volkswagen Beetle, so maybe he'll have some parts that'll work on my cousin's car. I know she needs door panels. I've repaired hers between her and the one that she got out of the junkyard, which was busted 11 pieces. That was just a switch out of that I used, and the other switch, 22, hers was good, and there was a piece I was working on trying to get, and her whole knob just broke. So I'm having to replace that. I broke it, so I'm gonna replace it. That, and it guarantees that she's gonna get the right part. I mainly told her, just give me a black, piece of plastic off of one that's similar, so good. It's different color, but I welded everything back together. It's just parts that's broken on it, that it's broken so much you can't really bolt it to the door the way it's supposed to with the bottom screws, unless I modify a screw. I don't want to mess the sheet metal up, so don't want to do that. I'd rather just go ahead and get a door panel. Buying a used door panel is almost $300. That's half of what she paid for the car. It's like the radiator. I bought the radiator. I drove her car. It busted with me, so I purchased the radiator out of my pocket. It would not be right for her to buy a radiator for one that may or may not have been my fault. When I was driving, whatever got hit, it was when I was driving it, so I feel responsible that that's my responsibility to be able to repair it. Plus, I'm the one doing the repair. Also, she's kind of one that's kind of stingy with her money. So, while, yeah, I get the best price, I get what you need. She may end up going with a junkyard and getting one. May pay more than what she could have bought it new. I'm not sure, but which I'm pretty sure she's bought it new anyway. But I'm just saying, she might get down there and find one. Hey, I got this for $10. Then either it don't work or it's got a bigger hole in it than what the other one had. She's not no car person. She don't know how to work on a car. Now the Volkswagens, I'm not going to say I'm an expert, but I have worked on quite a bit because of on this Jetta, so I've learned a lot about the Volkswagens. I've also learned why you can buy them so cheap. It's because doing a lot of repairs, if you send it to someone to do repairs, they're really expensive. A lot of the parts are actually expensive. Some of the parts I need, if I didn't need it right then, I would shop. If it took me 7 months to find one at a decent price that I think, hey, this is the best price, you know, I'd hold off until that. But some of it, like, well, I bought, let's see, what was I replaced the piece that was on this, that was first Mason Wash. There's another coat coming up that's a different one. I think it has to do with my top sensor that goes to my exhaust. Not the O2 sensor, but the right one that's hooked up right below it onto the motor. I gotta find out what the name of it is. But the other piece that was messed up, and the guy told me it was, it made you cut off if you did a long drive. Doing small drives didn't give you much problem, except for every now and then. But anyway, after I got that piece and I seen the work you got to do to it, and how much shops would actually charge you, I thought, no wonder. Which this guy was doing most of the work himself, and it's a hassle. I have ended up replacing that piece the way they said. You can do it, but it's a harder way, which in the end, I think it was a little bit easier. It's just irritating it out. Oh, so what dog is kidding? So a little dog running around. Anyway, I'm getting sidetracked. Yeah, there's little pieces here. Now, there is one thing that I haven't figured out, and it's getting, or it's getting close to it. Or my guess is if it gets below a quarter of a tank and notch above the empty, somewhere around there, and it's right around that area, it will cut off during a certain time. So far I hadn't done it yet, and the alarm would be going off for too long. But I want to get gas and stuff, but I was like, I want to get these wheels. And I got plenty of gas, it's more than that, so. But I gotta figure out why it cuts off during that. And it could be that sensor. It's not because of that, because it's doing it before they wreck. Right now, though, I'm heading home. I'll decide where I want to go eat later. But I'm thinking about going ahead and slapping these wheels on. See what I can do about that E-valve canister, because I put it up several times and it keeps falling. Now these are still low profile tires, but should stand up just up maybe about a quarter to an inch higher. And don't want it to be hitting those. But it will make me feel a lot safer. He said it'll definitely be better than in the rain. These are Goodyear tires. So these are really good tires. Tires I've had on here were off brands. Now when I got the car guy said what was it, about 100, maybe 200 miles on them before I purchased it, maybe 400 miles. But basically brand new tires. The front end, because of the bushings, the Bendix, been kind of wore down. It wore those tires out in 6 months. So I put quite a bit of tires on the front. And then where the wreck, it messed that wheel up, and so I had to replace the wheel on the rear twice. But now I'm fixing to have the whole set. Plus I got those two that was on there just 2 days ago. So those will be probably the two that I'll put on if they're in better shape. Anyway, I'm gonna decide what I'm gonna do here. Take care of some stuff before I go eat. So don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. I'll see y'all in the next video, and hopefully it'll be pretty soon. I'll see y'all.